Have you ever wanted to make a super elegant appetizer, but your budget didn't quite allow it, but you wanted to impress your family and friends? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make a spicy poor man's Brie, a really easy solution to a super elegant appetizer. So let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome back to Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen. My name is Sonya Paz and I am your spice master here today. Now before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below so you can get first opportunity to see our videos as they come out. If you hit the bell, you'll also get notifications on your computer or smartphone on when I have a new video, and it'll give you a little ringy so you'll know when to tune in. Now, before we get started also I always have a saying that any room that you enter in that has sprinkle lights in it or sparkly lights is always enchanting. Anytime that you have any sort of fruit dipped in chocolate is awesome. But anytime that you can take an appetizer and wrap it in any kind of yummy bread dough is amazing. So today my recipe that I'm going to show you is called Poor Man's Brie, which is a spin-off of baked Brie. But sometimes you may be on a budget, or sometimes you may not have gone to the specialty store to get a wheel of Brie to get that recipe going. So I'm going to show you some of the ingredients I have here, which are very simple. We basically got 4 ingredients. We've got our Sonya's Sweet and Spicy. As you see, it comes in these really beautiful large slices, and that's made that way for a reason, so that you can see the complete goodness in all of the slices there and the spices. So you've got slices and spices, and I've gone ahead and chopped that up really super fine because we're going to mix this up with the cream cheese and it's going to really make a huge difference. We've separated a little bit of the chopped jalapenos because we're going to do a little something with that before we put the dough on. I've got my crackers, and I've got a one roll that includes 8 crescent rolls in it. And then I have my cookie cutter, and I have a star, and I'm going to show you how we're going to decorate this thing. It's super easy, and so let's get started. So now, as you can see from my ingredients here, we've got everything I listed. I did forget to mention that we're going to have egg yolk that's going to be an egg wash for after we get this thing done. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my cream cheese, I'm going to put it right into my mixing bowl, and it's already softened, so if you have softened cream cheese, that would be the best. And we're going to take about about a 1/3 cup of Sonya's Sweet and Spicy. We're going to take that, put that in the bowl, and we're just going to start mixing that up. So we'll just get that going here. So as you can see, we've gotten that all the Sonya's Sweet and Spicy mixed right into the softened cream cheese, and we're going to take a bit of saran wrap and we're going to start creating what is going to be basically a round shape. So I have my saran wrap or stretch tight wrap or whatever laid out right on my counter, and I'm going to start just creating. And I use the stretch wrap because it ends up just not making your hands a huge mess. So we're going to take all of this here. I'm going to use my fingers to wipe this off. I washed them, it's all good. So we've got that just like this. And I'm going to just create a round shape. And this is just, it's so easy to do this. And what we're going to do is put that in the refrigerator for a little bit. I'm going to just wrap that in just like this here, just to create a nice little flat round shape. Something that your typical wheel of Brie will end up looking like. So we're going to do that. Take this just like this. Look at that. So easy, and you haven't even messed up your hands. So this is really great. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for maybe about half an hour or so. Or you can put it in the freezer for about 10 minutes, just so it'll hold its shape. So when we do end up putting the crescent dough around it, it'll take shape. So we'll be right back. So while my cream cheese is getting a little bit firm, I'm going to go ahead and I've added some flour right to my cutting board here. I'm going to use this as a little prep area. And I have my crescent rolls here, and I'm gonna go ahead and open those up. And I'm gonna just start preparing this while I'm waiting for my cream cheese to get a little bit more firm with shape. So pop it right there on the counter. That's what my mom used to do when I was a kid, just hit it. Or you can just take a spoon and notch it right in there and it'll pop right open. So I'm gonna take this out. I'm not gonna use all 4 right now. So I'm just gonna take 2 of these, and it's very sticky, but that's okay. That's why we put a little bit of flour right on our cutting board. And I'm gonna just work on this. So as you see, this is it's pretty much perforated, but I'm going to take all of this here and I'm gonna start pinching in all of the areas where the perforations, the manufacturer, Pillsbury, has already created like little perfs, so it's easy to make the crescent rolls. But what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get this set up here and set that a little bit aside. I've got my flour. And it's okay if it comes apart a little bit. You can always pinch it back together. And I'm gonna take another section of this for the top, not the whole thing, but I'm gonna take the top part here, just rip that off and do the same thing. And since I have the flour here, it's not gonna be sticking. Alrighty, so go ahead and just pinch that together. And I'm gonna use part of this as the top. We're gonna cut this with a knife in a little bit. So, and it's all good because we're gonna make this look really beautiful. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get my oven set to 350 degrees, and we're gonna end up baking that for about, 15 to 18 minutes. Depends on how hot your oven gets. So as you can see, my cream cheese is pretty firm, and we're gonna go ahead and just remove the plastic wrapping off of here. And we are going to place it right over here, and then we're gonna sort of cut the dough to shape. This is awesome. All right, gonna place it right there in the middle. I'm gonna just cut off the ends of this here because this is gonna be our top. So I just take this. It doesn't have to look all perfect and beautiful or anything because this is gonna, you don't want it to look perfect and beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and place that right on top just like this, kind of get it around, and then I'm gonna just slowly start wrapping the dough in just like a spiral motion, just like this. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't look perfect, like I said, there you go. So once this bakes, it's gonna be amazing. So now you can go ahead and pat that down. We're gonna add some of the egg wash to this because this is what's gonna give it that really beautiful golden finish to it. It's gonna look glazy, it's gonna have a nice color. So I've got this. You don't wanna do the bottom. And this is something that you wanna prepare. You can prepare it ahead of time and put it in the refrigerator, but once you serve it, it's not really good when it's reheated. So let's add a little bit more. Now, if you noticed, I have a star cutter. You can use any shape. If you want to do a fall flower, a moon, or stars, whatever, that's fine. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to just create a nice little cutout. And this is going to add, just kind of covers up the little bit of cosmetics. I'm going to put that right over that. But right now, we're going to take this, we're going to add more of this egg wash right on here, on the top of the star, and the other little things that we added on the side. You can get as creative as you want. But as you know, once this bakes, it's going to take on a life all of its own, but that's okay because, you know, it's supposed to look that way. So we're gonna pop this in the oven at 350 degrees and put the timer on for about 15 minutes and check on it and see where we are. So we'll be right back. So as you can see, our poor man's Brie is completely cooked and baked. We're gonna go ahead and put this right on our serving tray, and then we're gonna go ahead and try this out and see how it is. So let's do this. Look at that. So awesome. Amazing. So is this beautiful? This is awesome. It's completely cooked. It's decorated. All that ooey gooey cream cheese with the jalapenos are inside. We have a little side of our Sonya Sweet and Spicy. I will put this in the show notes, but I did forget to put this on top of the cream cheese before I folded in all of the crescent rolls. So my mistake, but I will make sure in the description that I indicate that you should do that, but it doesn't matter. It's fine because there's a lot of flavors in there, and we're going to have a lot of chopped up jalapeno on the side, so it's completely fine. So we're going to go ahead and take a bite and see how this is. Hey everyone, so is this not the most beautiful appetizer? It is so impressive because it is baked and there's some yummy goodness on the inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. I'm serving this with crackers, but you can serve it with vegetables. You can serve this with sliced baguette, toasted, with some Sonya Sweet and Spicy on it, of course. I'm gonna put a little bit of, this is something that I was supposed to have added on top of the cream cheese before wrapping it up in the crescent roll dough, but it's fine. It's no big deal. So we're gonna go ahead, chop right into this. Oh, this looks so amazing. Look at this. Look at this. It's impressive. You can just see this up close and personal. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait to try it. Let's see. One of my favorites. It's warm, it's hot, there's not a lot of heat. So good, so good. It's warm, it's hot, it's toasted on the outside, it's all gooey and warm on the inside. And of course, this cost a fraction of what you would do on a baked Brie. Now, this is a great alternative to baked Brie, and I'm not knocking baked Brie at all. It can be very expensive. If you're doing a ton of other dishes, it might add and put a little bit of a dent into your pocketbook, but it's fine. This is something that is awesome. Most people who like cheese will love this because you've got the jalapenos in there that give it that extra kick that you aren't gonna get from a Brie. Now, if you've worked with Brie in the past, you know that you can't really mix it. You can cut it in the middle and you can stuff the Brie on a baked Brie, but you're not able to really mix it like you would on a cream cheese because it's not that kind of a cheese. You can sandwich it in with a couple of different loaves. But this here, oh, with the Sonya Sweet and Spicy going on in there, I'm telling you, this is an appetizing winner. Awesome. Perfect with wine, perfect with an IPA or lager. My favorite these days is it's Ace Pineapple Cider. Ooh, one of my favorites. But we're gonna go ahead and give this another try. It's so yummy. We're gonna have some people over later, and this is gonna be the perfect appetizer. I'm gonna try to hide the hole that I made doing the taste test here, but it's amazing. Now, don't forget that we are always chopping and slicing, dicing and cooking, roasting and toasting, because that is how we roll here at Sonya's Sweet and Spicy Kitchen. Now don't forget, we are on Facebook at facebook.com/Sonya Sweet Spicy. It's not Sonya's Sweet and Spicy, it's just Sonya Sweet Spicy. And the same with Instagram, Sonya Sweet Spicy after Instagram.com. And we are always there. Now you can order online. We've got the special from last week's video. We've got the special one more day for that buy the 4-pack and get 2 packs of the Bodacious bean dip offer that I've got going on. That's a $8.95 value that you get for free just by ordering the 4-pack of my jalapenos. So make sure that you check out the website, sonyasweetspicy.com, and let us know how we're doing and let us know what kind of recipes you've come up with when you are creating with my product. So we look forward to hearing from you, and we will talk with you soon next week. Gonna go ahead and finish this. The dog's just walked in. I'm gonna go see what she needs and get moving here. So awesome. Can't tell you how awesome this is. Bye.